The F1 2012 soundtrack. How can you go wrong? The main theme, all rights reserved. That is by Ian Livingston as the actual composer of that. Just thought I'd throw that out there. It's gonna fall off. There we go. Alright, Mark and Dale, good to see you both. Welcome to race number 2 of the Beach City Grand Tour, the late model tour of the Northeast and Canada. And I decided to actually start naming the races. And this one is, I think, let me actually look here. Okay, yep. The Mason Farm 125. Here at Spencer Speedway, a track also in New York, and extremely similar, almost the same as Airborne Speedway, where we had the first race, of which Dale Salzman went on to win that one in dominant fashion, starting second here today. 60 laps around this little short track, 34 cars. We'll see what will happen. Heyo Nab. Hopefully my voice and energy hold out for this one. Busy day today. But congrats to Harvick winning at Texas. Punts in his ticket to Homestead, and I believe that Martin Truex has all but locked his way in. Or pretty much has locked his way in via points, so and well deserved. Truex going to Homestead. So we'll see who will get that final spot. We'll see. Yeah, kind of a gray day here in PA, but we'll get through this one. Let's get a quick look at the top 10 starting positions. Darius Dodger for the second time on the front row. So far 2 for 2 on pole positions for the number 1. Dale Salzman to the outside. And then Tom Jonas and Brandon Gomez, 3rd and 4th. Dominic Anthony, Jeff Scott, Ben Crouch, Patrick Smith, Marco Shipez, and Chris Hayden are the top 10 starters. That's favorite drivers, Harvick? Okay. Yeah, I'm kind of neutral to Harvick. I think it's good to see him win again. I mean, I would never have said in a million years that this would only be his second win of the season. That is rather incredible. And that is only win number 2 for Happy Harvick. I think the first one came at Sonoma and then Texas, so it doesn't look like Johnson will be going through, which, darn it, doesn't look like we'll be having 8 time yet, but we'll see. There's always next year. So, anyways, continuing a bit of a New York sweep here in the first 2 races. I say we get the command, I say we fire the engines, I say that we get going here at Spencer Speedway. Let's do it. They're rolling. Let me just make sure that they're all rolling, and indeed they are. 60 laps. This race sponsored by a farm located right across the street from the racetrack. Green flag is in the air in the Mason Farms 125. There's Dodger the early advantage here. Tom Jonas going to take advantage of the low side and get second place already, but he goes up the track. Might find himself in a 3-wide situation, not quite, but Dominic Anthony is going to take advantage in that 39. And that also allows Dodger to pull away. Chance of cautions is there here tonight. These drivers are going to be pushing it pretty hard. Just have to see what they'll be able to do. And yeah, the thing with these short tracks, the camera angles aren't always the greatest. So Dominic Anthony and Ben Crouch making some early moves here, coming up to 2nd and 3rd. Tom Jonas dropping back a little bit, now under threat from the 16 of Marco Shipez, and Evan Hunter is moving up in the number 11. And as usual in late model racing, pit stops should not be taking place. Ayano Aishi, which is usually me at Leathers. But that number 4 into the top 10 with Roger Ray right behind them. You can see that inside lane exactly where you want to be. It's an extremely close finish on that R. Yeah, I've seen one time where there was like a where it was all zeros on the margin of victory, and it had to go into like the 10,000s, which it doesn't even show. So that's I only saw that happen once, and it was not on my end. There's a lot of moves being made here. Evan Hunter on a big charge. I think that was for fourth, getting past Marcos Yepez, and the number 4 on the move as well. Ben Crouch for second underneath the 39. Chevy SS 1-2, and then an Impala in third. And then looks like another SS. Is that an Impala or is that a Monte Carlo? I don't even know. You can see some of these cars having a hard time keeping it to the inside there. That is hard to do. Guys might pick to win all of your series. Yeah, well, that would be something. But right now, he and the 21 are struggling. Well, now the 19 has gotten to the inside. He should be able to move back up here. Saul's been able to hang on to the top 10 unless Jonathan Rains gets under there. But Tom Jonas, the 21, dropping back in a hurry. Now outside the top 10. After starting in third. Diego Yepez is on the move as well, number 51, getting past Eli Bright there, number 18. Ian Canario and Zach Ryan both started way at the back and are already up here, so you can see what that inside lane does. Going 3 wide. Tom Jonas having enough of falling back. To the inside of the 16 and 37. 37 with a great run off the corner there. Jonathan Rains driving that 37. This track has some pretty good midfield battles. Usually, but usually once the leader pulls away, they're able to hold it pretty well. But again, the chance of a caution is there. I'd call it maybe low to medium. The chance of a caution here today as the 4 nearly getting into the 39. Getting close there. When the next Cards Against Humanity game? When's the next Cards Against Humanity game? When Tom is, we'll be doing more until then, but I have something in mind for if we hit 100 subscribers again. And it's going to be something. And it is Cards Against Humanity related. I will say that much. So Dominic Anthony third. Ben Crouch is up to second currently, trying to run down the number 1 as I see a lot of dust. Yellow is out. Darius Dodger in the race lead. Not sure what happened. I do see a couple cars on pit road. Trying to get up there to see who they are. We have a lot of cars just decelerating there. They're gonna have to try and get back on the lead lap here. But I see them there and can't get to them. Alright, here we go. Oh! That looked like that was after the caution. What happened here? Yeah, this is after the caution. The 54 is trying to come on pit road for some reason, and then gets into the 84. That's Ian Canario making contact with, I think that's Christian Parker, but that was not what caused the caution. What caused the caution appears to be this. The 51 getting into, who is that? Oh! Way outside the confines of the racetrack. And both of the Yepezes, Marcos and Diego, making contact and going off the track, way off the track. 3 wide, the 17 on the inside of that. The 51 pinches the 17 down. 17 hits the grass, and that is what caused that. My goodness, how far off the track can you go? And then everyone else trying to take avoiding action was the dust that we saw down there. And then an incident under caution here because everyone was checked up because the caution came out after they had taken the stripe there, and then just some uncertainty there, and that's what caused that. But on a short track here, that little nudge shouldn't do much. Yeah, the 54 is coming on pit road, not sure why. They should not be pitting at all over the course of this race as he's trying to find his way back in line here. Is Ian Canario. Yeah, it looks like we're already taking 1 to go. Okay, so I timed that perfectly. So we're taking the green flag on lap 18. Darius Dodger, Ben Crouch, Dominic Anthony, Ayano AC, which I still think I'm mispronouncing, and Roger Ray are the top 5. Lap car 54 on the inside. who it looked like had some kind of a problem. But we're back to racing. We'll see what that 54 does for the 1. If that causes any problems. Now if Dominic Anthony's going to look for second place. Of course, the 54 would like to have a quick caution and get back on the lead lap. As he clears the number 1. And Anthony might be able to get to the inside here for the lead. Number 39. Roger Ray underneath of Ben Crouch. And might be able to get underneath the 1 as well. Looking for second. But new leader. Ayano Ashi. Okay. Copy that. Speaking of which, caught on the high side now. Starting to drop a little bit, but Zach Ryan up and into the top 10 after starting almost last. So, good strong run so far. As again, new leader, maybe. Roger Ray going for it on the 39. At 24, Camaro to the lead. 40 laps to go. This type of racing gasket. Okay. Nearly 3 wide for second. This is going to allow the 24 to pull away. Ben Crouch with Jonathan Rains right behind. Dale Salzman, winner of the first race. On the move here as well. With a good enough finish here, he should be able to hold the point lead. And now Crouch closing in on Ray. Of course, the 54 is loving this. He wants to see a caution, though, so that he can catch back up to the back of the pack. And get back into a race for the win. That's assuming that he's 1 lap down, which he is. Only 1 down. Or, well, isn't a lap down right now, but you know what I mean. Yep. Norwegian. Ben Crouch going to clear the 24. New leader, and Dale Salzman on the move. Looking to go 2 for 2 early on. We'll see what he'll be able to do here. Dominic Anthony starting to move back up. Tom Jonas, after falling outside the top 10, back up near the top 5. Although now under threat from the 39. The 1 car wants to get back up there. And Bob Bobson. That was not Christian Parker. The Christian Parker is the number 80. So that's my bad there. But Bob Bobson is on the move as well. The number 84 after spinning under caution. But obviously that is not hindering that number 84 Mustang whatsoever. Jonathan Rains underneath the 19. That is for second. I'm going to try and run down the 78. Comparing lap times here. At 37, a lot faster that lap. 2/10. What'd you notice? Yeah, that 78 having a bit of a hard time holding the bottom lane. That 37 is on its charge, and now the 78 up the track could open the door. Crouch and Rains for the lead. Dominic Anthony has cleared everyone else. Now by himself in third. Or maybe try and run these two down as the 37 trying to get his nose under there. Can't quite do it yet. Chevy SS versus a Dodge Charger. Up at the front, and Anthony is starting to slowly inch a little closer. Gonna lay these two right on top of each other. Roger Ray getting back by Dale Salzman. That is for fourth. Still right on the tail, right on the bumper as we take the halfway point. .37 doing everything he can do, but he goes up the racetrack. And the 78 pulls away. So now can the 37 try and run him back down again? Again, the 54 Yin Canario still hoping for that quick caution. But don't look now. Here comes Dominic Anthony, the 39. On charge. Roger Ray running fourth. Jonas back into fifth. Bob Bobson and Cement Oskin moving up through the field. Now up into seventh. Nick Kennedy is on the move. 36 and 19. Getting pretty close there as well. Comparing lap times, pretty much equal that last time by between the 78 and the 37. Besides our first 16 presidents, who's your favorite? Too hard to say. I would honestly go with Franklin Roosevelt. Probably, but that is a really hard one to say. So Ben Crouch with a comfortable lead, actually closing back in on the 54. I mean, I don't know enough about, like, many presidents, but, the way that he handled most of the whole Pearl Harbor situation, except for when he, well, yeah, he did some things wrong, but let's face it, every president does. That last lap, like, not that one right there, but the lap before that, the 37 and the 78 lap, the exact same lap time to the thousandth of a second. That is pretty impressive. I think the 37, that's a mouthful, has a slightly better car. So we'll see if he'll be able to close back in. The field is mostly single file now. Yeah, not much going on here. Dale Saw's been dropping. Still stuck on the high side, now getting put up there first by the 48, now the 28 of Colton Yo is down there. Eli Bright put up to the high side by the number 10, that is Henry Williams. There's Tristan Allen and one of the top 5 starters, Brandon Gomez, back in 19th. Trying to hold off Wyatt Walker, that rounds out the top 20. In this race currently, Darius Dagger looking to maybe get underneath Cement Oskin. That is for, I think, 9th. Yep. And there he goes. To the inside. Jumping back up to the front, checking out the gap, and it is definitely closing slowly. With 20 laps to go. 37 is being pretty diligent about running a slightly lower lane, the shorter way around. Lapping slightly faster. Trying to reel in the 78. Who could also claim the point lead here with a win. But it's only race 2 out of 10, so it's not too important yet. But certainly gives you a nice little comfort window. Then, of course, if those two really go at it, if the 37 is able to close in, that 39 is definitely showing speed. And he can close in. So while it's mostly single file right now, don't fall asleep yet. That 37 is closing car length by car length. .54 still hanging on to the lead lap, which is pretty good. After having some kind of a problem which forced him to pit. Lap 44 of 60, that 37's got to do something. Not sure if the 78 may have just been conserving that a little bit, just modulating the gap so that he'd have more to push late. Or if the 37 has been just on charge this whole time. Only a car length now separating the two. That 78 makes even the slightest mistake. That 37 can pounce, and he is there. 15 laps to go. And again up the racetrack goes the 37. He gets close to that. He gets close to the 78 and he just goes right up the track. Cannot hold the inside. So I'm not sure. Ben Crouch is looking really, really good right now. Still top 5 remain the same. 36 is moving up now up to 7th. Nick Kennedy, Darius Danger, and Cody Reynolds has gotten himself into the top 10, the number 57. And has pulled clear of 11th by a pretty comfortable margin. Zachary Fitzwater up to 11th. And Cement Oskin starting to drop back now. Wow, only good for a half a lap of distance. I take it you're looking at those Callum fuel pumps. A lot of money. I'm not just... Oh my gosh. Good old South Park. So 11 laps to go. Can the 37 do anything at all? And again, he washes up the racetrack. He has got to get his nose under there if he's going to have any kind of shot at getting by the 78. If he remains right on the tail of that 78, just dives it in there too hard, just does not work. Ben Crouch is looking good. At the moment, still running just about a half a lane higher than the 37. Just 10 laps to go, though. Crouch is looking good. But still, if they go at it, don't quite count out the 39 yet. But that 37 has to do something. He is right there again. Can he get his nose under there? He holds the bottom better this time. Now 8 laps to go around this short track. No, she doesn't. At least I hope not. I don't think so. 37 is there. Cannot quite make the move. Ben Crouch doing a great job. And just holding his own. Running his own pace. Those two have pretty much evened out as far as their respective speeds of 78. Ben Crouch taking 6 laps to go. Yes, he is. I'm not telling you her age though. Because y'all sickos probably gonna. And 37, there he goes again. Losing grip and moving up the track. 78 with 5 laps to go. Might just have this in the bag, and now the 37 I think may have used up his stuff. And now might actually be under threat from Dominic Anthony. I am not answering that question. 4 to go. Ben Crouch just has to hang on and do what he's doing. And he's got this in the bag. Now 3 to go. Take another look at the running order right now. Jonathan Rains trying, but don't think it's going to be enough. Dominic Anthony still 3rd. Roger Ray, Tom Jonas, Bob Bumpson, Nathan Stapleton, Darius Dodger. Cody Reynolds starting to close in on Nick Kennedy. That would be for 9th. And get back to Zachary Fitzwater 11th. Colton Yo, Zach Ryan, Henry Williams, and a battle for 15th between Brandon Gomez and Matthew Phillips. But only 2 to go now, as there's the battle for 9th. White flag in the air at Spencer Speedway. Ben Crouch needs to navigate one more lap. He'll probably claim the point lead here today. Through 3 and 4. Ben Crouch is 78. Is going to win the Mason Farms 125 at Spencer Speedway. Hung in there, did what he needed to do. Great job. Remember what he says, remember Brandon, Ranger on Brandon and I, yep, and she remembers that too. She remembers that very well. As that's a weird way to pull into your pit stall. Just saw the 37 just kind of slide right in there like that. So Ben Crouch getting the win there. Jonathan Rains, Dominic Anthony, Roger Wright, Tom Jonas, Bob Bumpson. Yep, not much has really changed. Although Cody Reynolds did get by Nick Kennedy for 9th. Great job. Dale Salzman 19th, winner of the first race. So we'll see where he will stack up in the points. But again, only 2 races in. Still got a long way to go. Both of the Pez's DNFing after that incident. Yeah, that would be up to her if she ever wants to. Which I don't know if she wants to. Ay, ay, ay. Ay, ay, ay. So anyway. Two down, 8 to go. in the Beach City Grand Tour. Again, no idea where the next race is going to be, so we'll just have to find out. But, my gosh, I have no words. I am literally at a loss for words. Well, let's just head to Victory Lane really quick. And then we'll get a look at the point standings. And I can assure you she does not hate you. She just thinks you all are weird. That's all there is to it. So to Victory Lane we go. I'm not weird, just not as normal as most. In essence, you're weird. Just messing. Anyways, and also Zach, I just wanted to really confirm about your decision, because I just want to remind you, in the NCCS, and by the way, you're also in the 48 in this series, but you are in the top 10 in points, and you just won the most recent race. Are you absolutely, positively certain about your decision? I would like to confirm that. And I just need to remind you that, so that you know before you officially decide. That, yeah. In the meantime, while type that up. 2 races down, 8 races to go. And I'm not very surprised. Ben Crouch with the point lead over a tie for second between Darius Dadger and Tom Jonas. Jonathan Rains is 4th, Dale Salzman 5th. All within 16. Bob Bobson, Colton Yo, Zachary Fitzwater, Nathan Stapleton, Matthew Phillips. Current top 10. But all relatively on top of each other. Still ways to go. Still a ways to go. As there are all 34 cars now. As why does it say that Zach Ryan and Christian Parker only have 1 start? Oh, did it do this stupid thing again? No. Zach Ryan was in that. Christopher... What the... Are we doing this again? Really? Same exact problem as Richmond? If so, I'm going to be very annoyed. There may be a chance I won't be in your series anymore. Dang. Well, that is your call. That is your call. Zach has simply requested to be pulled from his number 42 NCCS ride, and I would also assume probably that he would also like to be pulled out of his ride in this series. But I'm rather perplexed as to why it says that Zach Ryan and Christian Parker only have 1 start. That kind of startles me, and I'm not sure why it would be saying that. Has something glitched again? This is just me testing again. Here, I'll pull up the chat side.
Drivers, to your cars.
Okay. 34.
Drivers, to your cars.
What was... Airborne Speedway short? If so, I'm going to be very annoyed if I have to... 34 starters. Okay. We're doing this again? Yeah, true, I could just do that. Since it was only 2 races in, it would say so, but, so yep, there they all are. Okay.
Drivers, to your cars.
Let's go to the 10. Who, of course, isn't there. Screw you. Screw you and your freaking stuff. Good lord. From now on, I need to make sure of this, because I now know that multiple tracks do this. the default Richmond, and apparently Airborne Speedway. Thanks, game. Making me have to do stupid stuff. Okay, now this begs the question: do we redo race number? Do we redo that race and just call the race that we just did, the first race, and then go back to Airborne Speedway again? Oh wait, no, actually we can't do that because then we wouldn't have all the starters. So I don't know how to do this now. Again, I'm solely asking here because to Zach Ryan, well, Zach Ryan has requested to be pulled from his ride. We start the whole season? Oh, I would rather not do that if I don't have to. Although it is only 2 races in, so, yeah, but... The main person that would be unfair to is Christian Parker. Yeah, I don't know. Hey, Alan. Good to see you drop by. No. Well, the moral of the story here is that I would have to be doing 33 out of 34 drivers. Very much, 32 out of 33 now. I would have to be very, very, very unfair to those 32 drivers for the sake of one. I don't know. Yeah, I guess I could. And then just eliminate the other one. But then that would completely eliminate Del Salzman's win, and Ben Crouch had a good race there, so I don't know what to do. Because, yeah, the way I see it, probably making 32 people angry for the sake of being fair to one person. But at the same time, that is extremely unfair to that other person. Nah. I might just keep going. And then maybe what I could do is just run like a default, like just a whatever race. Although then again, that wouldn't work. And then that would only count toward the 80s points, but that wouldn't work. I'm not restarting. Well, I am going to go full-blown Star Trek on this and say the needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few, and to Christian Parker, I am very sorry, but it's going to stand. It is going to stand for the time being. So we'll just say, yep, he had a mechanical problem. We'll just say that much. So, and no, we're not going to Dega. So, again, sorry to that, but I'm going full-blown Spock on that one. So, sorry about that, but we'll keep it going. Not sure where race number 3 is going to be yet, but we'll just have to see on that. Next NCCS race again is Watkins Glen. Expect that to be uploaded at some point. I will not be streaming that. And yeah. I can maybe call for a few minutes. Or, well, yeah, I can. Oh, fine. But don't expect me to bring my sister in. So anyway, thank you everyone for watching this one. And I hope to see you in the next one. And, whoops. again, oh yeah, and I'll also point out, I'm not exactly sure which day yet, but expect, oh yeah, actually what we might have to do is, yeah, we'll have to see who's going to get the 42 in the NCCS now and the 48 in this. So expect maybe another stream in the next 20 minutes. We'll see who might get those. So yeah. So anyway, thank you everyone for watching, and Zach, if that is your decision, just take care of yourself. Hope all goes well for you, man. Hope all goes well. We're here for you if you ever need us. So hopefully, see you in a bit. But for those watching this on pre-record, dag nabbit. Take care and bye for now. I said dag nabbit because I accidentally brought up Chrome instead of OBS. But anyway, take care and bye for now.